Hello and welcome to another episode of The High Techman. I am your High Techman. I am Ken Chan, and this episode should actually probably be called the Low Techman, because we're actually looking back on the rack. We're going back in time. Get your bell bottoms out. No, we're not quite going that far back, but we're going back to the early 2000s. This is an iBook G4. Okay, and before I turn this on, I just want to mention that this is not your typical iBook G4. First of all, I went and got this funky little mouse for it. I found it at Five Below. It's a wireless mouse there, and I have it hooked up with this 500 gigabyte hard drive. So, but when we turn it on, we discover something. One of the first things we discover is that this isn't running any Apple system, Apple operating system. This is actually running Xubuntu Linux. And we're going to watch this boot up here. I'm using Xubuntu. I tried Ubuntu, and right now I'm using, I think it's Xubuntu 10.04. But I tried Ubuntu, and I think it was 12.04 that I tried on here, and I didn't like it. I have a wireless, a wireless network adapter that I was using with the Ubuntu, with the actual Ubuntu version. But this Xubuntu, it said Ubuntu right there, but it's still Xubuntu, as you'll see here in a second. But anyway, there it is, Xubuntu, and it basically sees everything that I have on here. I'm going to put in my password. Well, first I got to turn this mouse on. The mouse comes on pretty easily. Okay, so so here's Xubuntu in all of its glory. And it's not really anything to like flip out about. It's an older version of Xubuntu. It's 10.04. It is able to connect to the internet here. I'm connected to my my local, my wireless connection. The battery is charging. This battery is old. It lasts about an hour with a tailwind. The sound on this is kind of screwed up. I'll say that. And the way this plays back video, it plays it back at a very low resolution. But I was able to get what's it called, VLC on here, which is nice if you like to play back media, like music and video. The problem that I'm having now is the sound is all messed up. It just sounds like, I don't know, it sounds like it's like Inside Out or something. It's a really strange thing. And it takes place when you're watching video or if you're listening to music. If it has sound, that sound's not going to be quite right. So this has a little bit of work to go yet. I'm going to keep playing with it here and there, screwing around, trying to get it to you do what it really can do versus what it seems to just want to do. I think that this should be able to handle a lot more. Now I'll explain to you how to do this. The first thing you want to do is you can't just use any version of Linux on this. Okay, you have to find a PowerPC version or a PPC version. In the description below, I'll leave a URL for it's a Wiki Ubuntu PowerPC downloads page. And I'll show you a little bit of it on here too first. Okay, and this is the Ubuntu Wiki page here. This is the PowerPC downloads, and here they are. Here's the the site. And here's what there's a good selection of stuff on here. Each one of these, of course, is another download, and it's worth checking out. I'll have this in the description below. Real quickly, just to give you a basic idea of how to do this, you make a disc version. You can use a DVD. You use some manner of burning application, probably XF burn, to burn to a CD or to a DVD actually, whichever PowerPC version that you want. And if you want to install it on your iBook G4, it's real simple. You press the power on button, you shove that disc in that slot as quickly as you can, quick, and you hold down the C button. Those three things, it'll launch from the disk, and then you just follow the instructions on the disk on how to get the thing installed. Well, and that's that. Thanks for watching. Make sure you share and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.